What layering gives us? First of all, patience. It requires patience to take time and observe. I learned a lot about this because usually I was a photographer, photographing while walking. And this thing to photograph while walking also thanks to film photography, you can learn how to slow down, in the sense to have the photo also sometimes if you use a particular film stock ISO 200 for example, you have to be more reflective and to stay there, no? And the patience is fundamental to take time and observing the scene to get into the flow of a scene. So it is very important to be patient and not just walking and photographing, because I worked a lot with myself about this condition, and right now I am more patient on the street. I wait a little bit more, I stop myself in order to find the right moment to photograph. The keen eye, you have clearly the layering gives us a more attentive eye to the things. It slows you down and you will be more attentive to the scene in front of you. The content to create a more structured image in street photography, thanks to the layers, gives us even more content, because sometimes we stop there. Sometimes it can be also an opportunity of interaction with the subjects in front of us. So that is very important to I don't believe that a street photographer needs to be a ninja. This idea to be a ninja is not good, in my opinion. We are photographers, we are not hiding what we are doing, we are making something completely legal in public, so I don't hide myself when I make photos. And layering gives us a different experience, as I said. If it opens to more interactions, as I said, so it is very important. And the composition, it becomes the priority to the point to be a mindset. I need to make a certain composition, I want to achieve certain things, I want to show these things, so it is very important to show that. Through the composition, through the frame, and also through the observation, the previous observation, no? Okay. Layering is a way of seeing the world. Every scene has a treasure inside waiting to be discovered. You know, also it includes serendipity sometimes. Courage as a mindset to approach the street, not hiding what you do. As I said before, we are not hiding what we are doing. We are photographers, we have a camera, we are making photos. It is perfectly good as an experience on the street, not hiding, because by hiding yourself, you are not really hiding yourself on the street. It can appear suspicious, and the people tends to react in a wrong way with people. If the photographer thinks that the practice of photographing on the street is bad, it will be bad for the person, because we communicate with our body, we communicate with our expressions, we communicate a lot of things without talking. So it is very important to stay good with our idea that making photography on the street is completely normal, completely legal, so we are not making the ninja on the street. A good street photo is a documentation of yourself immersed in the place. That is why also I prefer to shoot with wide angle lenses. I am not saying that is the only rule available, but from 24 mm that I am shooting with an equivalent 24 mm to 50 mm is perfectly good for photography. The 50 mm right now, the so-called Nifty 50, is considered maybe from many photographers too long focal length, but I don't agree with that. Harry Cartier-Bresson, Elliot Erwitt, Kudelka photographed with that focal length. So it, 50 mm, 35 mm, 28 mm is perfectly good in order to give this sense of being immersed in the place, in the crowd, for example. When I want to make something more immersed in the crowd, I will use the 24-28 mm. When I sometimes it depends also how is your mindset in that time and your behavior, your feeling in that day, and you choose the right lens depending on that. What if you want to stay a little bit away, I will choose the 50 mm. If I want to get into the flow inside the crowd, of course I will use a 24 mm. Not a hit and run. Street is not about snatching a shot, but sometimes is. Stay with the scene, let it unfold. To observe more a scene, it gives you more photos, but it gives you even maybe a better photo than the one that you will make just being fine with just an image. A corner, a wall of light, a rhythm of passerby, stages. Everything can be a stage, an opportunity to photograph. So you will discover that a place that you don't think is so special becomes special thanks to the observation that you will make of that place by staying there and making a studio of that place, no?